Hi, welcome to the best of Homes on Homes. Today we're looking at kitchen renos gone horribly wrong. If you're thinking about resale value, the kitchen reno makes tons of sense. But it's also one of those renos where so many things matter: plumbing, electrical, structure. And as you're about to see, when people hire a company that doesn't specialize in kitchens, there's a whole new price to pay, and it's not cheap. Nice. Awesome. Look at the nest. They got a nest of them. Yeah, baby. But if you're going to do it right the first time.
My hero.
It's perfect. On the money.
Thank you, guys.
You like it?
Oh, do I ever?
The kitchen is a busy and social area of your home, and also one of the first rooms that people want to improve. So it's no surprise that the most common calls for help that we get are from homeowners whose kitchen renovations have gone wrong. One letter came from none other than George Chuvalo himself, the great heavyweight boxer who fought Muhammad Ali twice and never got knocked down. Ali even said that Chuvalo was one of the toughest guys he ever fought. Imagine ripping off George Chuvalo. Risk getting that big mitt punch. George and Joanne had been living in the area for about 10 years and decided their kitchen needed a facelift.
The kitchen's too small. So Joanne says, get somebody to renovate. I said, that sounds like a jolly good idea. She said, my brother's former girlfriend's renovator would be the ideal guy. And I said, well, why not? Why not?
It was supposed to be a 3-week job, and here I am, 2 months later, coming to see if we can save their kitchen. Electrical box right on the counter, built up, live. All the other electrical hanging out, pot lights in the attic that are not properly covered in insulation, all wrong. There's an upper cabinet mounted so high you can't even reach it. I'm looking at the end gable here. She goes up to meet the cabinet height, bring it all the way down, and what do you see? It doesn't go to the floor like it's supposed to. So we have the dishwasher. And no plumbing. This wall here, we moved?
Yeah, it was moved over from about there.
Okay, I don't see any new drywall here. I don't see any new drywall here. How did he continue it over without getting a beam in across? Everything that we see just at the beginning, the first few moments, says this guy does not know how to do kitchens. We're gonna pull it all out, unfortunately. You may have to eat at the restaurant for a couple of days. We're gonna come in, we're gonna take it apart, we're gonna put it back together, and I'm gonna make this exceptional. So there's gonna be no more fighting. It'll be a knockout. All right, I like that. Don't hit me.
You sure it's undone by that?
Okay, thank you. If you can get it all cleared back and drop that ceiling,
That's what I want to do today.
I'd be a happy man.
Okay.
I had to take everything down, move structure, because just the layout was not going to work for me at all. What I wanted to see was an open kitchen design that made a big statement. Kitchen workspaces on the left, island in the center, and a breakfast table for George and Joanne to enjoy the new space. Everyone together? 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy. Nice and not now yet. Don't go up yet. Okay, now starts in the jack post. Okay, go, Mickey, go. I ordered a Paralam beam and spanned it from one side of the house to the other just to support the ceiling and the roof structure. Once that was secured, all the trades came in to get the house ready for spray foam.
Oh, you're good.
I love pros. We brought in this guy that had this laser system that he could set up in the middle of the kitchen and actually mark the layout for the countertop. Perfect fit. I think some people would say, do you really need this? Well, how many kitchens did we see that the walls do this, that they're not square, right?
Correct.
And what this is going to do is going to show you.
Exactly.
See, it's already laying it out here, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's laid out right all there.
Awesome. A few days later, in came the countertop, installed, looks beautiful. I like that.
Oh, my.
Two choices. I like choices. You know what? That's good. Perfect. See that? Got the match. Awesome. It was a big job, but one where everything worked out great. Oh, I'm gonna let you walk in first, so go ahead.
After you, madame. Okay, back up.
It's just one of those
Whoa.
right in front of you things.
Oh my God.
Joanne, this is different.
Take your shoes off.
I know, eh?
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel.
Oh my
You
God.
might don't want to walk on it. It looks good, yes?
Oh, the color scheme is unbelievable. The whole, like, it just, everything fits.
I love
it's
it.
Beautiful. It's
Love it.
truly beautiful. Look at our countertops. Nice. Everything's so balanced here. I mean, when you look at it, it looks so sane to me. It looks so sane. It looks so proper. It looks so right. I couldn't imagine a nicer, to me, what you had to start with. You couldn't make it a nicer. You couldn't. It's impossible.
I'm speechless. When I walked in, I couldn't believe I was in my house. This is perfect.
It's a knockout. Your shoelaces are untied. Homeowners Tony and Susan had no idea that a botched tile job would lead to an entire kitchen rental. You know what? I've had actually pulled up carpet that was harder to pull up than this. Welcome back to the best of Homes on Homes. We're showing kitchen renovations and the horror stories that happen when good people hire bad contractors. A kitchen reno is complex. It needs carpentry, tiling, plumbing, electric, venting. There's so many aspects and they all need to be right. That's why they're called skilled trades. Unfortunately for Tony and Susan, one thing done wrong in their kitchen renovation paralyzed their ability to get it finished and to move on. Susan and Tony bought the house, and the idea was, like normal, you come in, you buy a place, you get it ready for what you want to move into.
The house needed a lot of work, it needed a lot of updating, and our realtor recommended a contractor to us.
The contractor was kind enough to really bring them around to look at different homes, give them ideas of what he could do for them. Come highly recommended.
He was very helpful, very personable, and we were delighted to have found a contractor so easily, someone that would help us.
Tony. Mike, hi. The idea was to lay tile in the foyer, dining room, kitchen, and the powder room before the new kitchen could be installed. Everything started out fine, but the contractor started to cut corners, literally. And eventually, he just stopped showing up.
You're stuck, you're absolutely frozen, and you can't move on. You can't do anything because you're looking at this every single day, wondering, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this?
What's up with the kitchen?
We started to install that ourselves. When we hired him, he was initially going to work with us on doing this, but as the relationship broke down, we decided we would go ahead and do it ourselves.
Basically, we couldn't finish any of the cabinets until we had the floor finished. There's still tiles that were pulled out and grout that's not finished at the end, and it's not finished into the corners.
This is not how to hold up a temporary sink. I'm pleased to see that we have a temporary sink here. The problem being with it is that he's anchored it into the windows. You're gonna put dishes in there, you're gonna fill it with water, and you're going to automatically lean against the counter.
Yeah.
I can't believe it hasn't snapped and come off. 4-inch line on your hood is incorrect. You need a 6-inch line on a microwave hood.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Despite a gazillion things wrong with that kitchen, venting, plumbing, and way too many pot lights on one circuit, we couldn't move forward until we redid the floor. It is a total shame that we have to pull all this tile up because it looks pretty good, but unfortunately, it's not going to work. It's never going to stay, and we're going to redo it. Right now, the first piece came up, obviously, because it was not well bonded. It did not stick to the bottom. It was a dry mix. This is barely stapled down. It did not bond to the OSB. It has not bonded to the tile. He's obviously used a non-modified thin set, so I have a feeling we're in for a lucky day.
Good.
See that? My biggest fear was to pull up the thin set. I knew the tile was gonna come up fairly easy. I thought half and half. It's all coming up in full pieces. Once all the tile was out, we resheeted the floor and then installed a new membrane that flexes with the floor to prevent the type of cracking we saw here. Good. And you did that without a level. Perfect. Installing the cabinets. Little things you do that make the huge difference for look. Independent lighting, so we have lighting under the cabinets, plumbing, electrical, the glass door in the corner, which breaks that cabinet look. It's really nice. Tile backsplash. This is such a gorgeous tile. Again, porcelain. Countdown begins. Tony and Susan had been living in limbo for so many months. It was nice to bring them back to see the kitchen they'd only dreamt about until now. You ready?
We're ready.
Come on home.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna give your house back.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Quite a difference.
Oh, it's quite a difference. It's unbelievable to go from what we lived with for so long to something that is so polished.
In all intents, we've been able just to relax or think about, settling in a house.
Doing something different instead of thinking about the mess and how we were going to get out of it. It's stunning. It really is stunning. It really is beautiful.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
Oh, I can't believe it.
By the end of it, all's good. Again, reminds me why I keep doing what I do.
To have Mike's crew come in was just amazing. They were professional. They came every day and they worked their butts off, and we have to thank them. It's amazing.
And if you think reno disasters only happen when people try to get a bargain, think again.
I didn't try to skimp here. I wasn't trying to get shortcuts done. I wanted it done right. That's why I planned it for 2 years. That's why I saved up and then bought the appliances that I wanted from a high-end perspective. So I want it done right. That's what I'm looking for.
Welcome back to the best of Homes on Homes. We're featuring all kitchens because 1, it's the most used room in the house. 2, it's the most common renovation. And 3, in my line of work, it's the reno most often done wrong. Jeremy did everything right and knew what had to be done, but the so-called kitchen experts didn't want to listen, even when they had a client willing to pay for the best job he could get. Go figure.
I didn't choose the cheapest. I chose the ones that were offering me a warranty and that I thought was a well-known company. It's a company you're hearing on the radio and they're on the TV. So I thought, they'd do a decent job.
Jeremy.
Mike,
How are you? Jeremy got several quotes and finally chose a company that specialized in kitchens and told them what he wanted. The one thing he didn't want was any corners cut.
And I asked everybody to do a gut, what I called a gut, which to me is going down to the bare bones.
Did they?
And start over. No, they did not.
They did.
They did the least they could.
All Jeremy wanted and was willing to pay for was a kitchen renovation done right. Plumbing, wiring, everything. For $32,000 on a house that size, he should have had a great kitchen with the best workmanship. No excuses.
One of the walls has a plywood along the entire base of the wall. And I told them I wanted that ripped out and drywalled. Even though it's behind cabinets, I still wanted it done right. And I was a little also concerned with some of the electrical work that was in that piece of plywood. They kept telling me, yeah, we'll remove it. In fact, I did a change order where I specifically said, remove it. they left it in.
Did I not see a window on this side of the house?
That's right. So there was a window above the sink, an old window that was rather
Right here?
poorly placed. I asked them to remove that completely. I told them I would take care of the vinyl siding in the summertime myself, and they left that in, just drywalled over it, basically. It's what's underneath that worries me. Like, it's easy to make it look good on the outside, but, you know, am I going to have to rip it out in 2 years to fix everything that's wrong underneath?
That's why it should have been ripped out in the first place. I'm gonna bring in everyone we know, and hopefully this isn't too much, but I got bad feelings here. This is an older home that's been manipulated over the years. It's 1920. How many renovations has happened here? Look at this. It brings the electrical through where the drywall is. Totally unacceptable. What if you put a screw through that? Buggers. Oh my, let's put paper in there too. That's not paper, it's a plastic bag. Very good job, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
This is where the window was, right here. Probably to about here, and they plastered, so they drywalled this, they plastered, didn't do a bad plastering job. We're free! When you hire a company with a big reputation to do a new kitchen, you think they do it right. When we took it apart, it was nothing but patch jobs, and dangerous ones at that. Knob and tube in the ceiling, didn't even pull it out. The wiring, pinched by ductwork, just hammered shut. Live lines hidden in the walls. Live lines that were plastered over. Hidden junction boxes. We even found old cardboard in the walls, which is a major fire and mold hazard. All of these problems could have been fixed easily if the contractor had gutted the room just like he was asked to do.
25 cents a pack.
Get out of here.
Well, that's what it looks like to me. No wonder everyone smoked back then. It was cheap.
Everyone smoked. That kitchen area was too small to try and save the window. It would have meant a lot less covered space. In the end, we did it properly, meaning we needed a new plan to bring light into the room. I put in 2 new sun tunnel skylights. Instead of a window, they're tubes that direct sunlight in right from the roof. Love those. I'm getting a tan. This is great for UV rays. It reflects off the inside and it does the whole. Yeah, it gets the inside of my ears. We had to rebuild, not rebuild the cabinets, but rebuild the base of the cabinets. So we took some 3/4 inch plywood, ripped it down 4 inches, went underneath. You're gonna see it just really, here's from behind the cabinet here. You can see that we've done all new bases all the way underneath, all the way around. And the idea is because anything they've cut, they manipulated the floor was out 2 inches, it was up and down, so they cut the base of the cabinet to fit the floor, which is normal. But usually we fix the floor first so we don't have to fix the cabinets. Countertops are going in, they're nice and chocolatey. I like the colors.
This is a machine that helps us to give alignment and also to make the joints really tight. So what there is a compressor down there that will cause a vacuum into the 4 pods here. So they end up getting a perfect joint by having this very strong vacuum and an ability to adjust the countertop fine tuning to give you a perfect joint on those.
Well, you know what? For the money that Jeremy really knew he was putting out, this is how the kitchen should have looked. You got your island.
Yes, nice.
That's the way it should have been done. We took out the wall that was in there. It's not a load-bearing wall, even though we restructured the top. It's not a load-bearing, and gave you that island top. So now you can put in those
Couple stools.
couple of stools right here. Exactly what you were looking for. This is quartz. Okay, and it's a quartz stone. It's man-made. It is stone. This is 100% non-porous. It will not absorb ever. I love the sun tunnels.
Yes.
I really do. It really made a difference. I have to agree with you. The window did have to go. We took care of that and brought in Rob and his guys and did the siding fix on the outside.
Right now it's nighttime. When the sun comes in here, it is going to be gorgeous. One of the reasons why I bought this house was I bought it on a sunny day with view all the way from the front of the house straight all the way back to the pool. And it's going to be gorgeous in the daylight.
You need anything? You call me.
Excellent.
And I mean
Thank
anything.
you so much.
My pleasure. You,
This
my
has been
friend,
great.
deserve this.
Thanks.
You do. We'll see you
It's been
again.
great. Thanks.
Take it easy. Kathleen had special needs that should have and could have been addressed in her renovated kitchen. You have burnt your arms
Yes, several times.
reaching over the stove.
And reaching into the oven.
Welcome back to the best of Homes on Homes, the kitchen renovation episode. You wouldn't normally see us doing work in apartments or condos because of the restrictions of what you can and cannot do. But in this case, we made an exception. Kathleen had lived in the area for about 25 years and wanted to make some changes to her condo. Hello, Kathleen.
Hi, Mike.
How are you today? Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Kathleen was looking for a simple bathroom that was wheelchair friendly. So no tub, a sink she can fit under, and a toilet that's easy to access. Sounds simple, yet 2 contractors had already tried and failed to make her bathroom more accessible. In fact, the second installer even went as far as to come in and tear out all of his work.
They took it, I would say, a step farther than what I had anticipated, because not only did they come get their things, but they also took out the light switches, the switch for the vent fan, and absolutely stripped it. They told me that they'd done me a favor and left me walls. And I said, well, that's nice, because I had walls before you ever came.
The only favor they did you was leaving. Well, thanks to them ripping out everything, we didn't have to demolish anything, and it should be an easy fix. But I quickly realized that it was the kitchen that was even more of a concern for Kathleen's safety. She loved baking, and it was often she burned her arms trying to reach the cupboards over the stove. So nothing really severe, but it's enough, isn't it? Any burn is enough.
That one was pretty bad. It took a couple of weeks to heal.
I saw the scars on her arms. That was from reaching over the stove. I saw a lot of dings, and that's from her trying to maneuver and hitting the doors and... If I walked in and I see that you're trying to maneuver around in a chair that you need right now, and you're hitting doors with your hands, and you're burning your arms with the elements of the stove, that would drive me insane. I'm gonna give her a new kitchen. Something that makes it easier also for her. When I'm done, you should come back, smile. You probably do cartwheels around your apartment and enjoy everything we've done.
I'll practice them while I'm at the hotel.
Where do you want the hot tub? Just kidding.
Anywhere.
Just kidding. Let's get you. We sent Kathleen to stay in a hotel until the renovations were done. Kind of smart. Once we started prepping for the reno, we realized that she had stuff everywhere. I don't want to say that she's a pack rat, but she's a pack rat. That gives you an idea what the closets were like. You know, it's funny to see people that are pack rats.
Yes.
You know, that's not that she's a very kind person, very nice person, but my God. Again. Okay. Like there's 3 measuring cups, right? Plus, actually 4, plus all these. If you and Katie can actually do your wonderful magic thing and go through this kitchen and figure out what you would like to keep, make sure she's got cookie pans and everything she needs and not 1,000 of each,
One of
okay?
everything?
But just pick a set of nice glasses, coffee mugs, one set of dishes. We need to label as much as possible because just taking a look at that door tells you how organized this lady is, okay?
Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while.
You gotta love her, man. You really do. Look at samples of a paint color. She doesn't identify which one, but right by the switch. She likes blue in the kitchen. That's quite obvious. Kathleen's disability meant a specialized kitchen design to accommodate the wheelchair. Upper cabinets needed to be accessible, the chair needed to fit underneath that sink, and I wanted to solve the problem of her getting burned over the stove. Looking good. I am impressed. Do you need anything from me, or just stay the hell out of your way? No. Just stay out of your way, right? Happy days? Of course. That is a tight fit. That's what I call a perfect fit. Awesome.
Joe, can you turn on the switch?
In the end, we gave Kathleen a wheelchair-friendly bathroom, but more importantly, a kitchen where she can enjoy doing what she loves.
Oh, that's so nice.
We had a designer come in and design a most incredible kitchen for you. You see, I didn't like the burns on your arms.
I'm not gonna burn myself.
I know that, but I didn't like it, so I always wanted to make it just a little bit easier so you
I
have a...
love to bake.
You do?
I can't
You
wait
see this?
to bake in here.
We have a brand new oven here, and it's at your level, so you can see it completely.
It's a convection oven.
It is,
too.
and that's great for what?
That's baking.
You got it. We gave you quartz specialty countertops and dropped down the center so it was more comfortable for you to almost wheel under.
It'll be good.
In each one of these cupboards, there happens to be, if you reach up and pull this down, you can put in all your plates. What we're gonna do is lock it in place. We load it all up with everything you want, okay? And it's counterbalanced by the weight that's up there. You let it go and it just puts everything back in the cupboard again. This is what we call a glass cooktop. And this is a total safety cooking unit for you.
I'm overwhelmed by everything. It's just all very beautiful, and that is where I like to sit in the morning and write.
Is it?
Every morning.
By your new freezer.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm gonna get so much in it. There's more space.
And makes it easier for you to get in and out of. That's the idea. She's been there for 26 years. She didn't want to move. And I think we succeeded simply because we gave her her independence. And that's what she wanted. That's what she needed. She doesn't want to be taken care of. She doesn't want to be anywhere else but in her home.
It's going to be so amazing because it's going to make it easier for me to manage. It's not just like pretty bathroom, pretty kitchen. Yes, pretty bathroom and pretty kitchen, but I can manage on my own.
You know how people say, if I didn't laugh, I'd be crying? Well, Woody and Nancy chose humor to face the kitchen reno they got stuck with because the work was horrific. No joke. What's that on your shirt? That's me.
And what do you say to Mike Holmes?
Make it right, Mike.
Make it right, Mike. That's cute. Welcome back to the best of Homes on Homes. We're focusing all on kitchens, specifically when kitchen renos go bad. A kitchen renovation is one of the toughest to live through. The only thing worse is being stuck with a botched kitchen reno and no sink. You're out of money and you still don't have the kitchen you want. It always comes down to being an educated consumer and shopping around, not trying to pinch pennies. I know it's exhausting. I know the easy solution is to take someone at their word and have faith, but believe me, it doesn't work. It never works. And yet Woody and Nancy had to learn this the hard way. Despite that, when they started this process, it all seemed to be straightforward.
Well, I'm a sign language interpreter, and I work with deaf people, and I have deaf friends. And we wanted to make sure that it was open because sign language is a visual language, obviously. And I wanted to be able to communicate with my friends and socialize with them without having to peek my head around a corner. Hello! You're back. Thank you so much for coming back.
My pleasure. Nice to see you again. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Woody.
Mike, good to see you again.
Nancy tried to hire electricians, plumbers, but time after time, the people she called didn't show up.
By the 5th time that we had a contractor not show up or not call us back, we did have one person show up. I finally had friends who said, look, you know what? Let's see what we can do to try and help you.
My number one rule, hire professionals who know what they're doing. As soon as I walked in the door, I could see the work was not done by pros. I don't like the stove being so tight to the corner. This is not the way we do this at all.
We had the wine glasses in the cabinet here, and they had come and installed the range hood, and we tried to open the door to get the wine glasses out, and the door wouldn't open.
It's jammed against the range hood.
And the range hood isn't hooked up. There's no way that they could hook it up to the electricity that was already existing, so this is just a decoration.
The countertop was installed broken. It's still broken. And the countertop was supposed to be flat, not glossy. So we've had some issues. The company that did the cabinets in the kitchen for us was actually a company that was starting to go into kitchens, and so I found out we were one of the first kitchens they ever did.
Before they started.
Closets.
Closets. Rule number 2, hire professionals who know what they're doing. You wouldn't hire an electrician to build you a deck. So if you're doing a new kitchen, don't hire a company that does closets.
From closets to kitchens.
They came out of the closets.
I see.
And went into the kitchen. The pain is necessary in the learning process. It's the misery part that's optional. So we're trying to keep a sense of humor about this, but we, at the same time, have learned a lot about what not to do and what we need to do.
What I needed to do was to take apart the kitchen to see what was behind it all. Right away, I see 2 vents on the bottom of this. We were able to move it with no problem, so obviously they just closed off whatever was in the floor and put in 2 vents. So if we lean this back... Katie? Oh, don't like that. That's live. And we have a hidden junction. This is why we take things down. I hate this. You know, I say it all the time. If you can see the problems in front of your face are wrong, imagine what's behind it. We found problems with electrical, HVAC, tile work, not to mention the plumbing for the second floor bathroom. That, by the way, was also done by friends. So we gutted the kitchen and we started from scratch. Since it was a townhouse, I wanted to reduce noise from the neighbors by using a sound-deadening drywall. Six-foot span, that's out almost an inch. If that's out an inch and that's down to 0 because the wall's out, the most we can be at a square is 1 inch.
Right.
We cut the drywall, that's ½ inch. We shaved the back of the cabinet.
Yeah.
We have to displace the difference, right? A little here,
Right.
a little there. Spit shine.
Nice.
Is that it? That's it.
That's it. All right, come on in.
Wow.
I think you've been out here long enough.
Oh.
Honestly, I think a lot of people will bring in their friends and family, and you know, they don't have a lot of money. I understand that. They needed to move in the house. I understand why they brought them all in, but you need to understand when you bring in people that don't know what they're doing, you're going to have problems.
Shut up. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Take a breath of fresh air here.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is way beyond anything that I would have dreamed of.
It's beautiful, thank you.
Wow, you're welcome. It is beautiful. I love it. Structurally, because after fixing up the electrical, I moved this wall back so that I could have this recessed back.
Gorgeous.
Oh, you got a new fridge and
Oh my God, I can't, it's just overwhelming to try and take it all in. It is stunning.
By taking this wall out, if you remember, your fridge was here, your stove was here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and this way, by looking here, we had just a beautiful display, is what the way it should have been.
We're not gonna hit each other anymore now when we're walking through the kitchen.
Oh no, really?
Out of my way. Let me see.
Oh. This is just...
That's awesome.
I don't think we can express ourselves.
Mike, did you see your overalls?
I did. This is make it right. What does that say?
Make it right.
Make it right. Did we make it right? We sure did. At last, I meet a homeowner who's ready to talk tough with me. Too bad she didn't talk this way to the contractor who botched her kitchen floor.
If you don't do a good job, then we'll contact somebody and have you.
I like it. I like it. I'll accept that challenge.
Okay.
Welcome back to the best of Homes on Homes. We're looking at kitchen renos and all the problems that can go wrong with them. Nothing is ever simple in any renovation, and even cosmetic repairs, like replacing flooring, can go wrong if it's not done well. Janet and Audrey have been living in the house now for many years, dealing with the same contractor that they've grown to trust.
We were very pleased with the work they had done. In fact, we had them come back and do more work at the back. So we didn't hesitate when we wanted the floor done to call them in and have them do it.
There are many problems with the floor. They paid for a small tile job and the tiles were now failing. Personally, I think they were charged way too much for 100 square feet of flooring. It's not like they're gold tiles, but either way, this is pretty straightforward.
We had them do a new floor and didn't get what we asked for.
Normally, we're used to seeing the grout crack, but in this case, we're seeing the tiles crack. Hi, Audrey.
Hi, how you
Nice
doing?
to see you
Good,
again.
Good. Oh, your hands are cold.
Well, it's a little damp outside, but your hands are warm.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You don't mind if I hold them for a while, do you?
We noticed the first couple of cracks. Then we contacted the company and the floor continued to crack over the 9 months we had been dealing with them.
The way these tiles have cracked tells me right away what the problem is. Usually you see cracking along the grout lines. When tiles crack, it means there's movement in the floor.
This is what we don't want to see.
Well,
See how
there's
it's cracked?
See, this is cracked there. There is. See, that's not even. See the grutting? It gets wider as it goes back.
And meanwhile, I can tell they have a saw because I can see the cut, so they have a wet
I know.
saw.
I wasn't really happy with the quality.
For me, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show why it broke, why it's not working, how it should have been done in the first place, and what we're gonna do to fix it. Cabinets are designed to go from finished floor. So if you tile up to your cabinets, you'll never be able to put in a dishwasher underneath the countertop. It won't fit. It's designed to go from finished floor height to the bottom of the countertop. So when it comes down to it, new cabinets, new floor, inexpensive kitchen. There you go. See, again, it's the proper stuff. The 1/4-inch hardy board, which is a good product. There's nothing wrong with it. But they've laid it over 2 layers of linoleum, and the old 1/4-inch looks like mahogany, which was designed to put your linoleum on top. This will probably come up rather easy. So this is a hardy board. It's actually a great product. Problem being, it's only screwed down with drywall screws, which is an absolute no. Nothing adhered underneath it. That's exactly where our cracks were, right across. We can see that. And I said it would be the joint. It's precisely what it is. We are going to run this way. We're going to stagger our sheets so we can get going with hammering all the nails down. We're going to make sure, I want to add just a little bit more. So we'll add some PL Premium right across every board. Just a nice little bead, right? Put down the plywood, screw it, make sure we leave that 1/8 of an inch gap in between our tongue and groove. You pick that tongue and groove?
Yep.
It's gonna be tight, I know that. Down here, but...
Oh, it's good.
are happy.
Use your strength.
Oh my God. Okay, it's getting easier at least.
It's not just tile on every home. It doesn't work that way. What type of thin set to use? What type of flooring to use? In other words, a subfloor. Do I have to build up the structure? Should I double sheet it? Is the Dieter good enough? You really need to know these things. The end gable is really the clean area for the fridge to go. It allows the upper cabinet to exceed past the wall cabinets, which are approximately here. You want your cabinet above the fridge to be deeper. This way you don't have to dig way back over the fridge as the fridge is in place, the cabinet's in front of you. So by tying the gable into the side gable of the cabinet and then the cabinet to the wall secures everything nice and tight right at this point. No matter what size the kitchen is, it must be done right. A broken floor is a broken floor. No one wants to walk on that. And Audrey's reaction could not have been better.
Holy crow! Oh my goodness! Oh gee! Oh, I got a new stuff. I got a new fridge. Oh.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Wow! Is this ever something? Oh. He took that crappy lamp down, right down to the fan. Look at this.
You have a dishwasher.
What?
There you go.
Oh, Mike. Thank you, guys.
You like it?
Oh, do I ever?
Every once in a while, I do a job that pays off so well for me in the end.
I'm telling you. Oh, gosh, I can hardly wait to start. Want to stay for dinner?
She was so amazed of the little things that we did that I thought were little, to her were huge.
Look at that. Oh, Mike. Oh, my gosh. Peekaboo. Oh, isn't that nice? That's a good liquor cabinet. Is that a gorgeous? Oh, I'm just all shivery.
What makes me happy is the look on her face. The little things that we did made such a difference in her life.
Oh, I just can't tell you how pleased I am.
Well, I think you just did. You know what? I feel really good, and I got goosebumps.
That's where I smile. That's where my day is worth putting in everything I do. Such a small job to such a huge ending.
So have I passed? You're not...
Oh, yeah, you passed.
I passed?
You passed.
It wasn't a lot of work. It was really easy. But to see that smile at the end. Large, small, or in between, kitchens are the heart of a home. People naturally congregate in a kitchen, so you want it to be comfortable, attractive, and functional. So when it's time to renovate the kitchen, learn from these stories and do it right.
I'm cold.
Like it?
Oh, you like it?
Oh, geez,
That's awesome.
Oh, you're crying.
I wish you could come every day. Yeah. They tell me I gotta work for another 10 years, so I don't know why I can't work for Mike Holmes. That's
right. You can work for me any day.
That's a deal.
For more information about this show, please visit hgtv.ca.